Welcome back to another show here. Just let me brighten up. I think we're better now. So we're doing the grand finale of Bullet Part 2. Appreciate um your loyalty, your attendance to my Soka church. And I believe with the blessing of God that He's gonna elevate you financially in the new year. And I hope we can do some more stuff together. Definitely, our friendship goes beyond it's just business. So we're gonna continue dealing with the young brother here. Big up yourself, Bullet. You're a big help to my content, what I do. You're a big supporter of all this stuff here. Thanks to you and a couple of other fans. Appreciate it, man. It go the love go right back in that music. So let's get into it here. I'm gonna go on where we left off here. And like I said, in honor of you, I bought the SSL 9000 from a Solid State. Now you will need an iLock account. You can use the same one that you use for UAD. You will require a iLock account if you buy the SSL. I'm gonna use that real time with you, so we're gonna see how it sounds. I know it's gonna sound awesome. Let's go back where we started. Here we go. Now let's look for a bass line here. M1 has one that reminds me of Allison Hines Square One days. It's a very, I wouldn't say cheap sounding bass. It's a very basic sounding bass, but it's I'm gonna see if it's that one. I need some API help here. This bass is very good for like what we're doing right now. Play a track. Let's keep on going. I think it's this one right here. Hip hop bass. I think it's this one here. Hip hop bass. And then there's boost subs. Yeah, it's hip hop bass. Now, one thing you got to make sure you lock in on. Remember, I always taught you if I can leave these techniques with you as a reminder. It's nothing I haven't taught you before. Low end information, especially if you're selecting bass, no matter your genre of music you're doing, soca, jab, whatever. Remember, the low end is separated into three. We have our lower mid bass. We have our lows, and then we have our sub. Lower mid bass is like around I would say 3, 4, 500 hertz. Lows, what you call bass, would be around 100, 80, and then the sub is that really woofy, which you get the 30, 40, 50 hertz. These three areas has to be balanced at all times, regardless of the genre. This is what screws up people production. So when you're selecting bass, keep that in mind, right? Now you may say, "Bullet, well, how does this bass sound? How do you know if that's Well, just listen to it. Listen to. Don't worry about the top. More focus down here. If something sounds like it's bulging too much, then we got to take off what's there. If we take a spectral analyzer here, all the information right here represents a bass. So I know we have sub here, which is, okay. I thought my camera was off. Which is 50 from below 50. Overall, this is a well balanced bass here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a little bit of compression to it here. Now, if we go back to young brother, now let's listen to the. I remember I said I'll teach you a technique that way they do with the kick and the bass. Let's listen back to the track. Listen to the bass and the kick drum for this song here.
What are you doing? Young brother, sharp vibes. Sometimes you got to slow it down so you could feel what you're working on. To get the right pick, it got to be the right grip, then you could put it on. If you're tired of the jumping, take a trip that we move along. Sexy whining, little heavy, you come together like a slow song. This time it is your time, baby. Let's focus on this wine, baby. This fed.
Can you tell if they're playing a lot of, how can I say this, with the bass, if they're playing continuously or they're relaxed? So what's going on here? Let's take care of the kick drum first. We gotta allow the kick and the bass to come to a truce, right? So control your low end. If you don't remember, I won't say remember, but keep in mind the golden tips is control your low end bullet, and you should be just fine. So let's I don't know why I'm trying to cancel out here. Oops, I labeled the wrong track. I'm looking for the kick drum. So we already added low end to this, right? Let me see here. Yeah, we already added low end to the kick. I'm gonna bring in and what is this song being played in again? So we're in C major. So we're starting from F. What I notice here is we have a little bit of dirt on top. So I'm just gonna take that off. And I'm gonna continue to play the low end here. Just close to 39. We start to lose power here, so I don't want to go too much. So the kick, let's see if we can get a little bit more low end. This is a technique here. It's on 50. That's a little bit too much. I'll leave it at 6. Can we go a little bit more? Right about there. You want that kick to be booming, whether it's 40, 50, 60, 100. Where you feel that lows, not sub, as almost like a bass. We want that to match with this. So if I play the kick with the bass with the kick, so what is young brother playing here? I'm gonna bring up the keyboard. Start from the F. Start from the F note. Play the high note to the F. This F down here, F here. So boom, G, high G. We can do that when we hit that C major. We can do a run, or we can just go, and then we go back to F. So while the note is being rested in between, the kick, the subby kick is feeling like a bass. So that's feeling in that area. So we're doing a relaxed sound here. So let's sequence that down. I'm gonna go here, go here. There we go. Bring it back. Just doing a little bit of roll here. Let's go back to it. Like that. And then we're gonna loop that section there again. Now let's take off the guitar and just the drums and the bass here. There's a slight over bass area here. Let's find that. I think it's a 40. Sounds a little better. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in the SSL, the one that I bought. There it is. And I'm going to add the analog width with this drum here. I'm going to shave off a little bit of low end as well for the DW kit here. Let's crank that width all the way out. So now we've arrived at putting the bass together. Now we can focus in on getting our sounds going here. So I'm going to check my performance meter here. Looks like I'm doing good. Just a little bit on a 20% for RTX 450 Nitro 15. I'm going to pull in Anna here. Let's see. Can I find Anna? Anna. So we're gonna focus in on the atmosphere now, and I'm gonna be slapping that new SSL channel strip too, and then take advantage of that width. If we listen back to young brother here, let's listen to the synth part of it. We're pretty much done with the drums, but listen to the synth part of it, if there's any synth.
Then you could put it on. If you're tired of the jumping, take a trip that we move along. Sexy whining, little levy, you
So there's a kind of a swing. Boom, pop, bump, pop, bump, pop, bump. Um, what's the chords again, bullet? I get lashing. The chords is F major, G major, A minor, C major. So that's what we're playing. F major, G major, A minor, C major, and then we repeat the process again. That's too easy for a bullet. 1, 2, 3 chords, I call them things, which in soca is basic chords. Um, so as I was saying, there's you see how the guitar is behaving. So we're gonna play something similar to the synths because we can't. Let me look for a sound here. I can't take the chords and do this. Um, this is like a calypso kind of groovy, laid back. So we have to pay attention to the swing. So we're looking for some keys / synth sound. That's too Christmassy. I know we're in the Christmas time. Now remember, don't try to use other songs as inspiration. Don't try to play the same thing they're playing. I'm pretty good at that, but that's not my image. I mean, yeah, if somebody want me to do a karaoke version of Kess the Band, I can. But take it as inspiration and you put your own stuff in it. Remember that. Be creative, out the box. First golden one to take away, control your low end. Second, you be the creator, bullet. You're not another Travis World or advocate. You're a bullet. And I'm sure we're gonna come up with a third one. Probably don't go into arpeggiation rehab. um, so I'm looking for even stuff like this. Don't be intimidated. Sometimes you find stuff. Play the track a little bit. See how it sounds. You never know if it's gonna work or not. I don't pre-plan these things. I'm doing it real time, just like how we're doing right now. Let's see how that sounds. It sounds good by itself, but let's see how it sounds with a track. It's not. I'm not really feeling it because it's dirty. It's not really cutting through the mix. Even if you put an EQ on it, it's gonna be a bright, dirty synth. It's not what we're looking for. So I don't want too much big. Let's see how this sounds. Already, the reverb on it is throwing me off. I'm gonna go back into Anna again. Keep on going down. Might work. For some reason, up here it feels good. If I play down here, it doesn't feel good. So I'm gonna play it up here. So I'm gonna go. So you see, I'm playing the chords, full chords, not guitar style, um, in the similar string of the guitar. Let's go back. The second bar that I put it on. So I like it, it sounds spatial. We're gonna slightly pull this to the back. Let's see how it sounds first. I mean, it sounds wide enough to me. I don't need to bring this bright. I like it the way it is at the back there. I'm gonna render this down to audio because it doesn't matter if you have a $3,000 laptop. This workstation was born to eat CPU. So on top of that, remember I'm running OBS in the background. I'm streaming, running the webcam, all these stuff. Now we have something to move in the back. We still need a foundation here. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go and reverse it. Let's keep going underneath. Probably sitting here. I'm gonna work my way up. That's very tempting. Let's come back to that. I think I'm going to use that for a lead. I'm going to load up another instance of Anna here. I still want a foundational tone. And I'm gonna do a quick little mix with some of these synths so you can feel what the SSL2 is doing. Let's go up. I go left. You might say, "Well, what you're looking for again?" Well, something like a keys, you know. It has too much delay on it. The third thing I want to leave you with, I know we talk about bass. The next one is we control the bass. Second one is use your inspiration to create. Don't try to copy Travis World. And the third one is remember your synth category. The more you add, the less you play, and careful what you're layering. We're going to switch out of this category soon. We're going to go to lead if we don't find what we want in here. Let's see how that sounds. C major. sound like could work, but I'm missing that sustain behind it. You may say, but well, how do you know when you find a sound? You're just gonna feel right. Maybe this might be it. Yeah, I think that can work. Well, let's make some adjustment here. We're gonna take down the delay. How do we do that? You see this button right here, delay. Let's go in here and yeah, we'll take down the output. Take the output down for the effect. Hover over it. If you want to totally disable the effect for any preset, hover over the green light, turn it off. It's gonna be off. I'll turn it off. So I don't mess with nothing else. Let's run that through the SSL. Channel strip 2, paid for. I'm gonna push the width super wide, 200%. You can pan as well on the desk. So you get that really immersive pan from the SSL. This is a good deal, my brother. Get this plugin. It's $19. It's normally $149. Let me get the compressor here. It has a very spiky compressor. If I switch on fast attack, it's going to soften up the sounds. So we're going to get soft compression, which we might probably need right about there. Let's go ratio 2:1. It's feeling pretty good. This channel strip is a monster. Down here we have high quality mode as well. If you want to clip that in there, you can allow it solid state too. So this is before. It really sounds spatial, right? Like with the SSL width. Now remember this width knob here. This is not your typical stereo knob. This is giving you, like, the signal pass through the analog machines, that you different analog stereo tubes and capacitors and the whole thing. It really gives you a rich stereo width. It's not a digitized version of like stereo. You're not losing any information, put it that way, when you go with this width here, because it's built from the analog algorithm behavior. So I could probably put this on vocals, kicks, whatever. Use it to your discretion. So why did I pick this patch? It's tight. It has a sustained sound behind it, thanks to the reverb. And it might just be the thing that we need to create a foundational atmosphere. Let's go back. So we're going to pull this down a little bit. So we have a more atmosphere now. I want to widen that guitar up a little bit more. I want to create some movement here. Let me see if I can do that with the mix box. Remember, you don't want to settle for just repeat. I'm gonna use my trusty envelope here. Um, I'm gonna automate the cutoff point here. Allow the guitar to swim. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna I'm gonna left click. I'm gonna hit right. Well, latch actually, and then we're gonna start to mess around with. Now we're gonna bring in that other synth there. We're gonna bring that in. I'm gonna load up the SSL again. I'm gonna widen it up. I'm gonna add some, maybe some 10K. A little bit of soft compression here. And we're gonna, like I said, when it comes back to melody, the melody of the. Remember, you're adding stuff, you're playing less. Keep that in mind. So I started from F major, going to G major, A minor, back to C major. Remember, I always say the root chord, the first chord, play around with the notes in there. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to play. I'm going to add, I want a live stage kind of sound. So I'm going to go to my reverb. And maybe add a little bit of delay. H delay. I'm going to push the feedback. Push the delay up a little more. Let's adjust the delay so it sounds like a swing, right? Let's push up the feedback. Push out reverb a little bit more. Now let's go back. Here we go. Bring in a melody here. Let's bring it back. Let's see what we got. Here we go. I need a little bit of weight on this here. So let me go to. By the way, the knobs tell you exactly what frequency at. For example, down here is 40 to 600 hertz. I have the lower mid filter, which starts from 200 here to 2K. And then we have the let me reset the high mid filter, which starts from, where does it start from? 600 to 7K. and then we have the top, which is 10K to 22. So I'm gonna try maybe around 200 down here. You want to go big and bad every time. Remember that. Let's add some clarity to this thing here. We already hit 12K. I'm gonna pull up the SSL here. Need a little bit. Remember, clarity is key. No matter how much low end your track have, that clarity give it the polished sound. A little bit of width there. Give it a little big stage there. Let's bring this up. That key has to be lined right up with that main lead synth. I still feel like we can top it off with something from Petting House. I'm feeling like a little bit of acoustic guitar. By the way, that channel strip has performed very well. I've loaded like 3 inches of the channel strip too, and it's barely biting the CPU. Good investment. Yeah, I think we need a little bit more guitar strength because the main thing for this track, I mean, there's so many things I can teach you, but I want you to remember low end, control your low end, the 3 sides, the lows and subs, and clarity. Go for clarity. Third one is synthesizers. Layering. The more you add, less you play. Like I said, I'm feeling if we layer another guitar on top of I want to get like a little acoustic feel for it here. I'm gonna go into Petting House here. And I'm gonna try acoustic guitar pick here. Let me see if I could. It's just to layer the chopping noise from it. So I'm gonna do something like that. It might sound terrible by itself, but layering it with the guitar, it's definitely gonna work. Let's bring in these 2 guitars. See how it sounds. Octave up. Let's play that in there. Let's go. 2, 3. That's my cue. That's my cue again. That's one of the freestyle, like live kind of. Let's do that again. I'm playing a little bit lighter. I'm not trying to hit too much on the bass for the acoustic. It's kind of right there. It kind of falls apart. Which is it's the MIDI controller, man. I can't buy everything one lick bullet. One step at a time. I'm gonna have to go right here and re-record that part here. Let's go back. Play it again. Right where we left off. See, we got it. Almost. Let's go back. Now let's bring that into the track. See how it sounds like. I think I should cut it from the first bar so we can create a verse here. Now don't forget, we need for that iron to be cutting through, right? Let's bring it up. There we go. This is the part where you cross check to make sure the toms. Remember the main strength of this track is the iron popping through. We have it's very minimal drums, right? We just have the layer drum, live drum, and the percussions. So the iron needs to be flowing through that, and the toms coming every one bar. That needs to be maintained, and then we balance our guitars and the synthesizer to keep that foundation and that atmosphere. So always, every time you play back your composition, listen back and see if you're hearing what's needs to be heard. Let's tame this guitar a little bit here. I'm gonna remove some middle information here. Let's go to the 400 here. Um, I'm gonna go down to 0.40, so 400 here. I'm gonna add some lows. Then I'm gonna take away a little bit. I need a low end, so when I take away the 400, it still sounds soft but huge. I'm gonna add a little bit to that. I know it sounds a little crazy, but it works in the track, right? Okay, iron up a little. Let's see if it sounds like we separated the chorus from the verse. And there you have it, bullet. Inch by inch, my brother. Too easy, without a sweat. Build a rhythm inch by inch. So the key takeaway, my brother, like I said, I appreciate your visitation to our church. And it's not the last you hear of bullet. Um, control your low end. Whenever you're building stuff, control your low end. Second tip, um, clarity. As big and bad as you sound, without clarity, clear tones, it's gonna sound awful. Third, synthesizers. You're layering. The more you add, the less you play. Be inspired by songs and create your own. And that's the beauty of it. I've seen people build stuff that they don't feel people going to like, and surprisingly, people like it. People that is not way up there in skills. So that's just to show you, man, it's better to sound different than sound new. That's what I want to leave with the bullet as the core mindset to tackle any productions. Control your low end, clarity, and layering. Be inspired and make your own creation. Let me know when you have a leave. I leave collaboration from a bullet, but I believe God that like I said, is going to increase your finance in the new coming year. Hopefully, things get better in America. I hope I'm trusting God for you to get divine favor financially in every way. Not just for you to spend on me, but for for your own aspirations and goals that you want to do in life, because all of us want to enjoy life, right? We work, but like I said, I love doing this. All this because of the love. It wasn't motivated from money. I do it because I like to share music to the world. So um things gonna get better, my brother. Just hold on. Same for me. I have to balance off what I spend, because I can't do everything at the same time, and sometimes I gotta bounce between my salary and what I make outside from the US, and try to keep things going. But hold the faith, my brother. So yeah, like I said, Bullet, um if you come across an artist, like I said, I'm willing to give you three of my rhythms on my store. Any three, if you want to pitch one of it to my artists. If let me know which one, and I'll send you the stems and the MIDI stuff for it. You don't have to buy it. It's my thanks for your loyalty and support. And I know it's not the end; it's just seasonal. It's just a season thing, man. We're just moving through the tides here. It's gonna get better, my brother. You're gonna be getting some big raise, my brother. So without further ado, Bullet, I'm still live every week. Hit me up if you listen to some ideas, whatever. Same way how we talk every time we keep talking. You know how I think. We keep it real every time, but real every time, brother. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, bro. I'm gonna be on holiday starting this Friday, so I'm gonna be live streaming. Starting Friday for the next 10 days. So I'm definitely gonna have free time. You can hit me up. I'm gonna be live on YouTube, and we keep pushing the soca music, man. Keep going. Keeping on. So where I link, my brother, bless up the bullet every time. Big up.